Our verse today is Romans chapter 7, verse 19. For I do not do the good I want, but the evil I do not want is what I keep on doing. Paul is very sincere with himself, and he is worth emulating. He does not claim to be above sin, or because of the grace of God working in him or in his life that he is immune to sin. He acknowledges his weaknesses. Just before our verse it says, "For I know that nothing good dwells in me, that is, in my flesh, for I have the desire to do what is right, but not the ability to carry it out." Here Paul distinguishes between the desire and the ability, that is the strength to execute the good he desires to do. We may have the desire to do something, but not the ability to execute it. We may dream of big things, but the realization of those dreams is a different ballgame. It is the same thing with the spiritual life. We want to love God. We desire to do the right thing, but the strength to carry out that good action may fail us sometimes. Our verse is a continuation of that thought. For I do not do the good I want, but the evil I do not want is what I keep on doing. Agathos in Greek is the opposite of kakos. Agathos generally means good, either in terms of morality, outward performance, or the quality of something. Kakos, on the other hand, denotes a lack in something, a lack of the good, which could be in terms of moral conduct. When one falls short of the good, sin emerges. Paul delights in the law of God in his heart, in his inner being, but sin was also a reality in his life. Read 2 Corinthians chapter 12, 8 to 9. Every human being contends with the power of sin. Some Christians often raise questions about why they cannot avoid sin. In other words, they want to always and only do the good which they desire. But Paul tells us that the power of sin is at war with God's Spirit in us, and that is what leads us to do the evil we do not desire. What do we learn from this verse? First, we need to have the desire for the good and to do the good. Without such a desire for good, our tendency for evil will overwhelm and rule over us. Second, we often find ourselves doing things we would not want to do. How do we approach such circumstances? We must realize that only the grace of God in us can help us surmount those evil tendencies. Of course, God cannot save us without us, as St. Augustine says. We must cooperate with the grace of God in us to enable us to execute the desired good actions. To keep those evil tendencies under control, we need to always desire the good. The more we desire the good and work towards attaining the good, the more we conquer our weaknesses. Lord, give us the grace to do the good we desire and the good we intend always. Amen. God bless you, and I wish you a pleasant day.